your victory is guaranteed. Now, because some of us live a lifestyle of trusting God, we are not surprised when we get the victory. We are never caught off guard when God blesses us, promotes us, sends us better, does for us the good measure, the press, the shaking, and the running. It's the only reason why he can say I can and back it up with actions is because he's talking like a faith walker should talk. I said he talking like a faith walker should talk. In trouble, but I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The problem is that when you become a sight walker, when you start living by what you see, when you start thinking God ain't going to do what he promised you because of what you see, because of what you hearing and how you are feeling, listen to me carefully, it will rob you of your I can. You know why some of you don't have the I can spirit? It's because you're allowing what you see to rob you. Come on, some of you know I'm right. There are times we be going through stuff and God will be giving us what to say. He'll be telling us to speak this right here. In the midst, speak that it's going to happen. Speak that it is your season. Speak out of your mouth that it's better. Speak on this car lot, even though they just rejected you. Look at that car and point at it and say, I'm going to have you. Speak it. Speak it. Speak it. But when you are going by what you see, how can he preach it like that? I've been there. I don't know how many times. I know God was putting something in my spirit to proclaim, to utter. But watch this. Isn't it amazing when you let sight or senses steal your I can? It doesn't stop you from speaking better on others or telling other people they can. But you can't tell yourself you can. I'm finna deal with this. And see, when you let sight or senses rob you of your I can, and you start saying I can't, I want you to understand that you're speaking a curse over yourself. Tell somebody, when it's God's will for you to do something and you utter out your mouth, I can't, we can't, tell your neighbor you speaking a curse over your life. Hold on, because I'm finna break down why some of you don't have certain stuff. And I'm going to tell you plainly, it ain't the color of your skin, neither is it your gender. It ain't cause you female. It ain't cause nobody holding you back. It ain't cause you got this many amount of kids. It ain't what you make an hour. It is that you speak curses on yourself. You always putting yourself down. See, one thing I don't do, I don't care what I go through, I ain't putting myself down. I ain't doing the devil job for it. I ain't doing the job of demons. It's the job of the devil to put me down. I'm not going to help him do his job. You better high five somebody real quick and shout, show he right. Whoa, high five somebody and shout, show he right. Folks already talking about me. You think I'm going to sit up here and talk bad about myself? You think I'm going to lower myself to agree with what these liars are saying about me? Say what you want to say. The reason we don't have it because we've been going through stuff. Y'all been going through stuff for 10 years. You've been going through longer than Job. Now, where is your double? Now, I'm finna make some of you mad that's been in religious churches. Speaking curses over yourself. All I'm going through, somebody got something on me. But see, God said to the preacher last night, you better reveal to them who got something on them. You got something on yourself. You put putting a spell on yourself. And when you get so comfortable saying I can't, it just rolls off your tongue so easy. I couldn't even get some of y'all to make contact with me. Just roll off your tongue so easy. You don't even feel bad about it. Faith walker. I can't afford it. That's a faith walker now. That's a faith walker. Can't afford an $800 a month house payment to own the house, but can pay $1,400 a month in rent. That's the faith walker talking about they can't afford a house. Oh, now he preaching material. But see, well, hold on. Because you serve a material God. So stop it. The clothes you wearing, material. The car you driving, material. I can't afford it. I can't come out. I can't move past this. I can't let this go. I can't beat this. I can't forgive. I can't forget. I can't do it, Pastor. I can't win. And then they start adding stuff, making it even worse. Pastor, I know you're praying, man. I know the word you preach is right. But Pastor, I hate to say, I can't win for lose. Pastor, every time I get a quarter, I owe somebody $1. When it rains, Pastor, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck. See, y'all know the talk. You know the talk. Because I used to talk it. I said I used to talk it. Would amen it if somebody, I know where you come from. I know you're right about it, man. But now, no. Look at Numbers, the 13th chapter. I'm almost finished. Look at Numbers 13. Yeah, because some of you, if you don't stop speaking curses over your life, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. And the bad thing about grown folks speaking that stuff is that it messes around and get in children. Messes around and get in young people. You stop telling your daughter she can't because she a woman. Don't you put in them everybody's against them because you are still stuck in poverty and are never able to do what you need to do. Always scheming off the system. You put that in them kids. You let them know if you believe God. Oh, I know I'm preaching right out. I'm preaching on bad parenting right now. I'm preaching on these folk instilling that garbage in your children that you feed on. Don't call your child stupid. Don't call your child dumb because you dumb. Don't label them dumb because of the dumb stuff that you do. Because my prayer is that she grow up and be nothing like you. My prayer is, I know I'm right about it. You'll talk to young people and they got this I can in them. Where that come from? What's going on at the house? How y'all talking at the house? You don't limit them. You don't tell them they can't be certain stuff. Mom, I'm going to be a doctor. Yeah, right. You ought to tell her, and yes, you can. Woo! I'm making somebody mad. I feel them growling. Because you ain't had nobody tell you off like this. And not be scared of you. And stop patting folks on the back. Tell me, it ain't your fault. You can pat them if you want to, but it's your fault. It's your fault. You did this. When folk mess up, don't you pity them? In the sense that you try to blame yourself. They messed up and you trying to see what you did wrong. The devil is a liar. Let me deal with it. I got to get out of here. I'm getting too many. I'm getting looked like I will not be back here. If I do come, I won't sit this close. One of the best things that happened to me is that I fell in church one night with a preacher who was willing to tell the truth. I'll never forget that day as long as I live. I was on the back row. Ain't been to church in about 14 years. You know when you grew up in church but ain't been in years, when you step through the doors, them old mothers get to looking. Then they get to whispering. And everybody get looking around. My God. And that man preached on me so hard. Halfway through the message, I wasn't even looking at him no more. I was looking at Mama. I was looking at her like, you dirty. You dirty. Because she invited me to church that night. I said, you dirty. You know, I told this man all this stuff. I said, I see how you going to be. So halfway through, I just kept trying to pick the right moment to leave. But every time I get ready to get up, the preacher started yelling at something else at me like he was just fussing me out. I remember the message. What are you going to do with Jesus? I just didn't get saved that night. But I went home to a woman I was shacking with. And I said, I'm done shacking. I said, I got saved tonight. I said, I want you to marry me. And I want us to do what's right. Woo, that girl was happy. She said, yes, Lord. She said, I don't know the Lord, but I see him in you, baby. Yes, I'll go. You hear me? But what I'm trying to show you is that somebody told me the truth, and it changed an entire family. Changed my entire course of life. I was on one path. Somebody told me the truth. Called me out for being the boy that I was. And I realized at the end of that, I said, this ain't Mama. This ain't got nothing. I didn't even go to her. I said, this ain't got nothing to do with Mama. Because see, one thing about God and holy men of God, they'll reveal your secrets. God will get up in your business. You know I'm right about it. He'll tell you off. God will tell you what he don't like about you. And he'll tell you if you don't change, something is about to happen to you. That's how I felt that night. I was at a crossroads. What are you going to do with Jesus? You going to keep running the streets after these women? You going to keep gambling, throwing your life? What are you going to do? But see, notice this. Yeah, there it is. Facts. Numbers 13:31. I'm finna prove it to you, then we're finna get out of here. Numbers 13, verse number 31. I'll show you how you speak curse on yourself. Some of you better stop doing it after today. Proverbs 18:21. Death. No, I'm quoting Proverbs 18:21. I know you're in Numbers 13. But death and life in the what? In the what? That means I got the power to speak death, but I got the power to speak life. You can be going through all hell, but you can speak life to your situation. You can speak life to your marriage. You can speak life to your body. You can speak life to your money. How are you using your mouth? Numbers 13:31. But the men, these are the folk Moses sent out to spy out the promised land. Y'all go look at it. Come back. Bring us the report. Numbers 13:31. But the men who had gone up with him said, we are not able to go up against this people, for they are stronger than we. And they gave the children of Israel a bad report of the land which they had spied out, saying, the land through which we have gone as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it were men of great stature. Notice their talk. But the men going up said, we are not able to defeat these people. We can't do it. It can't be done. Do y'all see it? They said it can't be done. Look at verse 33. There we saw the giants, the descendants of Anak came from the giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight. And so we were in their sight. We can't do it. They are stronger than we are because we are nothing but grasshoppers. We are insignificant. We are weak. And we are grasshoppers in their sight. Notice now they're speaking a curse. What God told them they could do, they saying they can't do. Proverbs 14:12. There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end is the way of what? Death. All this they are assuming, listen, are basing it on their sight. They are stronger than we are. Y'all hold on. Listen to me. Who told them that? They said we're grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. How y'all know what they thought about y'all? See, I'm teaching. How y'all know? You didn't talk to them. You don't know if they looked at y'all and said, uh-oh, time for us to go. We need to get out of here. These people coming to take over everything. How you know how they felt? See, everything they was doing, listen to me, I'm trying to help you. It seemed right to them. See, again, when you talk about you can't afford something, you'll honestly be thinking that you can't. I could never drive nothing like that. You really believe that? But what if God said to you, I'm finna mess with you. I want you to drive that. That's what I have for you to drive. You can get something else, but I want to give you your heart's